I'm Elizabeth Mutheu, come from Kitui, and I started this business after the training with UNDP 2011, December. I was a paramedic. I had a lab in Kibwezi actually. Then by good luck, I went to Mwingi to say hi to my sister. I left Kibwezi and I just forgot about medicine. But I wanted to start another lab in Mwingi, where my brother-in-law has a hospital. But when we were talking with the youth group in the church where I was attending, they discovered that I was business-minded. So when the call by UNDP to train those who are business-minded came, the pastor suggested me. So I came even when the training had already started. Training was about entrepreneurial skills. So when we were asked to suggest a proposal, I did interlocking blocks. It was just interesting. I had not done it, but I just went into it. But when I came into it, literally, it was very, very real. And I saw money coming in, so I stuck there. Actually, I began small. I had the machine already, which costed me 90,000. And I had 23,000 shillings only as cash, which I used to transport the machine from Mwingi. And then I bought sand at 10,000, a lorry, and cement, and off we began. And then we did the first 18,020 blocks, which the person we were working with didn't pay in time. So immediately another customer came in with a good deal. We did 3,500 blocks for him. He paid in cash. Then immediately we finished, we got another order of 15,000 blocks, which we did the whole of month of February and gave it time to cure. Yeah, at the construction site, at the moment, I have 10 workers, 5 stone masons and 5 kibaruas. Each stone mason has somebody to help them. So they are 10 in number. And then I have one helping out digging terraces to ensure that the compound is level and clean. Then on the other side of blocks, I have 4 workers. Okay. What we do is we have soil dug and sieved if it has to be sieved, if it has to be dug. But normally we have it now. We have it now dug already. So we sieve the soil, which is done a day earlier. Then in the evening, when the boys are done with the works day, they do the measuring, which is 10 ratios of red soil per bag of cement into 3 wheelbarrows of sand and to 1 bag of cement. So after they make the mixture, in the morning they wake up, they just put cement and mix it up. They mix wet preparation is in bits. The reason behind it, cement cures faster in this sun. So they do it in bits, just bits until they are done. So when they compress the blocks, we leave them not watered. We just cover them with a black polythene because of solar. And then after a day, they are arranged and watered completely. And then they covered completely for 21 days, approximately. But normally sand cures well in 28th day. So even after 21 days, unless we are using them immediately, we just leave them covered. And I like seeing things work out. And so when I did the first blocks with the Briton guy I was telling you in Maleo Trust, I saw money coming in. And then when you given the contract, it's money direct coming in. So the first profit I got was around 7,000, which I used part of it to pay my house rent because I just quit. And then I paid my workers, some few workers who wanted some things to be sorted out. And then the rest I put into sand. This Veni group bought their cement, they bought their sand. So it was very easy for me to do it. So every block is 3 shillings for those who are making it. And then I pay the guy for arranging and the one for sieving soil, which is around 1 shilling. So my profit per block is 2 shillings. Financially, it was a challenge. And also getting people who know to make blocks, because normally Makiga says the machine makes 450 blocks per day. But having had guys on the field, I knew we can make even 800 blocks a day. That was a record I knew. So I knew if we make 800 blocks a day, I have 1,600 shillings as a profit, because minus everything else, I have 2 shillings per block. So that is why we began like that. Just simple challenges. Then the first challenge was water. In Maungu, water is supplied on Monday and Saturday only. Like now, as we talk, there is no water for the last 2 weeks. Thank God I had saved a drainage system somewhere in the construction site. So at least I'm using that. But water was not there at all. And I had a challenge getting workers. I had only one boy who knew how to do it. He had been discontinued by the Briton guy. So I took him in. I had to pay him rent, feed him, up to the time we realized some profit. Then I started paying them easily. Yeah. When I look at it, I want in future to have every homestead with a better structure. Because actually, if you look in this place, they build with, they cut trees, young trees, twigs actually. They intertwine them and then they splash mud on it. But they think that this interlocking technology is for rich guys. But when you go down to them and explain to them how cheap it is, they are buying the technology very fast. So I'm sailing very well. Well, the benefit is one, you don't cut down the trees because there is no burning in this block. It cures automatically by just covering, wet curing. Actually, it's called wet curing. So one, the trees are safe. The environment is secured. And then even constructing, you don't use too much mortar. Actually, very little mortar or even none, depending on how level the blocks are.
Kimaisha, kuna vile wanapata ujuzi fulani, because huu ujuzi wa kujenga haupatikani kiurahisi hapa. Kuna watu wengi ambao huaga wakiona mtu anajenga kupitia ujuzi, pia yeye anataka kujua zaidi. So imekuwa njia mojawapo ambao yani mtu anaweza kufika mbali kupitia kazi ya ujenzi huu. Na pia katika kujiendeleza hali ya maisha, pia kusukuma yani kusaidia wazazi nyumbani, yani hali ya ajira kwa ujumla.
I'm very pleased by UNDP, sincerely speaking, because were it not for them, I would not have. I thought to begin a business you must have a lot of money, a lot of capital, and I thought getting the capital is an issue. And when I was leaving medicine, I'd lost, somebody broke into my lab and stole everything, so I thought I'm grounded. And then when I left the Briton guy, I thought I'm grounded. I have no money, I have nothing. Because the money I gathered, he used to pay the machine I had. So it's I had no money. But UNDP trained us that use the resources available. So I used the resources. There was a lot of soil poured by the lorry park guys. And then I got sand easily. I had those guys who brought sand in the other side were my friends. So talking to them was very easy. They brought and they were patient. They waited for their pay, and I paid.